Why your zombie dad ain't posting? Let's go. You know we're gonna get to it. Print Money Ken, Snow Cap content. Like, subscribe, follow for more content like this. We will do no line, sugarcoating, gatekeeping, none of that. Let's get right into it. Pay these bills. You know we gotta pay the bills. Everything is for entertainment, education, and entertainment purposes only. Not a lawyer, not a CPA. Got that out the way. Let's go. In stat, out of stat debt. What does those terms mean when it comes to debt buying, when it comes to auto primaries, when it comes to auto trade lines? In stat debt is short for in statute of limitation. That's what in stat or out of stat debt mean. When you're calling collection agencies and big companies and things like that, you cannot mention zombie debt. They're gonna hang up on your face. You got in stat, out of stat debt. You got tier one, tier two, tier three, and tier four. So that reassignment course that you bought, that reassignment letter that you seen, that they're telling you to buy, are tier three, tier four accounts, out of statute of limitation debt. That's what they're referring to. Meaning is, I'm gonna explain the difference. In stat debt is whatever the state that you're buying the debt from, statute of limitation. I'm in Texas, so a lot of things that I'm gonna say is gonna be based off Texas. Texas, you got 4 years to collect on the debt. So if I'm buying specifically for Texas, the debt part, then I need to. If it's older than 4 years, it's considered out of stat debt. If for some reason a person paid $1.10, anything on that debt is in stat debt or considered in stat debt. So, like I say, the debt buying part is at the end of the process, but I want to kind of break down what these terms mean now so you don't jump the gun thinking you need debt. You do not need debt until after you're set up with the bureaus and they ask for your test file or your first submission. At that point is when you buy debt. Buying debt is the easiest part to do. Do not buy no single debts. You will be scammed. Do not buy no single debts. Do not get on Debt Catcher to buy no debt. 9 times out of 10 you will be scammed. Don't go to a collection company and buy a portfolio of debt if you're going to buy it. Or go to debt experts. Go to somewhere where they have a bunch of debt and they were willing to sell to you. So I can definitely sell you debt, or I can turn you on to the plug, whichever one you want to do. I don't even care. But when you buy, usually when you buy debt, if you're buying from a big company or somebody that actually sells debt all the time, you will have to buy in $1 million segments. $1 million segment means you get all autos. It's gonna be worth, total value of it's gonna be $1 million. It's gonna be a mixed file. They might have Santander accounts, CD accounts. It'll be all autos. The right debt seller will fabricate the debt for you, or not fabricate, but make the debt customizable to you. So hey, if you came to me, you'll ask me like, hey, I want $1 million in debt. I want $1 million segment. I want all autos 30,000 and higher. Some might break down a portfolio like that. Some might not. They might be like, hey, I'm just gonna sell you a portfolio full of debt, and that's that. So it just depends. Like you can either get $1 million segment and it's catered to what you're trying to do, or you can get $1 million segment and it's just mixed. That's what in stat debt is, out of stat debt is. That's what buying debt. You need to know some of these terms. Like I say, this is the auto primary workshop. Like this is a series. We're going to try to talk about every part of the process. Hopefully you understand. If you don't, please comment. I'll try to check my comments daily to respond to questions and answers and things like that. Please, please, please comment. Please do not be scared to comment. Do not be scared to share, like, subscribe, argue. Like, we with all that. Like we down for all. So in stat, out of stat debt. Those are the two differences. In stat, just in the statute of limitation. In stat is short for that. Out of stat, out of statute of limitation. That is when it's coming to buying debt. Oscar. If you are a data furnisher, you will have to have a Metro 2 compliant base software, and you will have to be signed up with Oscar. We all know what Oscar is. That's the company that handles customer disputes. Speaking of Oscar, when you're a data furnisher, you can't submit all positive primaries. I'm going to repeat what I just said. Being a data furnisher, you cannot submit all positive primaries. You got to submit a full file, meaning you got to submit positive primaries, new accounts, old accounts, collections, repos, etc. You gotta submit a full file. You cannot submit all positive primary accounts. Everybody paying their good on time. Everybody paying their bill on time. Ain't no lazy. No, you will be shut down. Also, backdating primaries. That'll get you shut down. Too much backdating, you gonna get shut down. That's a price you pay. But when you get set up, that first month, if you got the clientele, you can run up easy, 100,000. When it don't even cost maybe 2-3,000 to get set up. That's a good profit margin that you can make just off the primaries. So all the people that's out there scamming, I hope you watching this, bro. If you just take the time, spend 2-3,000 and get set up properly, you make way more money by doing it properly than you doing scamming. Yeah, it's easy to finesse some people to, you probably paying a couple of hundred every time y'all set up these bogus websites to scam customers out their money. Let's talk about that. We don't buy nothing off no website. They got a website. They want you to pay in Bitcoin. They ain't got no phone number you can call. They ain't trying to jump on Zoom with you and show their face. Man, don't buy that. They got a mask on their content. They ain't showing you their face. They scamming. You see my face. You see my name. Print Money Ken. I'm from Texas. Fort Worth to be exact. Kenneth Davis, my real name. Like, real person. Look me up. Got convictions. You can look me up, man. Real. All across the board. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just a little homework assignment, man. Somebody they can post this auto primaries. Please, please, please. Comment on one of the posts. We'll try to get back to you immediately. We can jump on the call together, on the Zoom together. 9 times out of 10, they're not doing it. They're not jumping on Zoom showing their face. They're not jumping on FaceTime. None of that. Because they can't do what they saying they can do. So don't spend your money. Do not spend your money because a website saying they got primaries and they post in short times and all that. Another key thing. I'm gonna have to say that, but don't do it. Don't waste your money on them bogus websites. Talking about they got trade lines, mortgage trade lines, all this for dirt cheap. If a person has a mortgage trade line, the power of that is so powerful, it would not be $500 or $750. Like, be real. If somebody got a primary trade line that holds value, like they saying, it's not gonna be $500 or $750. It's just not gonna be. Like, a mortgage and an auto paid down on your credit is the highest form of account you can have, period. That's higher than any revolving credit card. That's the highest you can get. And you don't have to get $100,000 paid off auto. Yeah, the higher the limit, the lower the balance, the better it is. But you don't have to get $100,000. You can get a $30,000 paid off car, a $30,000 paid off mortgage. That would do so much damage, so much great things for your credit. Those two installment accounts with high balance, with high ticket items with low balance. You'll have two high ticket items with low balance. Like like I say, we gonna get to it, man. This is a series, man. Print money king, no cap content. We out.